What is up, YouTube? Caliber here. We're here to do another Epic 7 video, and we're going to be doing Epic 7 video on my Guild Wars comp that I use for a lot of meta comps, and that's my Aux Lots Yufine C.Dom comp. So we just blow things up, guys. We just blow things up, taking out meta comps left and right with it. And I've had a few questions on YouTube. I get lots of questions on Twitch TV. Speaking of Twitch TV, don't forget to follow me on Twitch TV up here on this banner above me. If you want to watch me live playing some Epic 7 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, Fridays from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And let's hop in here and talk about my comp I use. All right, so we're going to start off with Aux Lots here, guys. This is my Aux Lots. He is slow in comparison to most people's Aux Lots. I run Tamisira comp in Arena for clearing and stuff like that, and I use Aux Lots in Guild Wars. I'm not really too concerned with my Aux Lots, but 228 speed, I will say I have ran across in the past 230 F. Cecilias and Lilias's, so this could potentially get you in trouble. Having a little bit higher speed is really good. Health, I feel like it's super important, and for this comp, having a little bit of effectiveness, I don't think the effectiveness is really needed. I'm actually thinking if I can get another speed ring on him, which should be pretty easy, I'm going to actually swap out this effectiveness ring for a for more health, just for survivability. I have had this Aux Lots die on me, and it feels bad. You do want to run Taggles on him. The idea behind Aux Lots is you're going to do your S2 right here, guys. Inject the ally with mana, increasing the attack for 2 turns, increasing the combat readiness by 80. I have not done any Molo enhancements on this. He's very, very low on my priority list. I don't plan on doing any Molo investment on this anytime soon. Would I like to? Most definitely. Do I have the resources for some of the things I'm working towards? Definitely not. So unfortunately, I'm not going to get any love into that, which I really need to, but the 100% could help out on certain occasions. I have had this comp potato every now and then, but not very often. All right, next on the list is the fabled Yufine. She is an absolute beast, and she's the one that brings in all the damage. I have went full YOLO on her, man, plus 15. I realized when the SSB F. Cecilia Charles comp came out, I was having a hard time dealing with them. I needed a good, strong single target DPS. Everything I had was some sort of AoE, and I didn't have a good hard-hitting single DPSs. Hard-hitting single target DPSs, Melissa, Sermia, Yufine. Luna's actually considered one, but I always have trouble getting Luna to work against these comps, so I mean, I don't know why. So I gave up on using Luna for this comp, but you really, really need a hard-hitting soul burn hit with a unit like Yufine. It makes the difference. I know Yufine, Sermia, and Melissa have all been proven against this comp, and I can't think of any more off the top of my head. So if you guys have some that work with this comp that could be helping people out and stuff like that, mention them in the comments below. All right, so moving over to her abilities here, let's talk about this first and foremost. For one, we'll hop into stats real quick. Okay, I'm rocking 3,600 attack on her. I know it could be higher, and you're probably looking at this and going, why do you got a counter set on her? Honestly, I got a counter set on her for just the memes, man. Not really to, like, it just happened to be a good attack set at the time. And then one day, F. Cecilia did her S3 on Yufine. Yufine counterattacked, broke off the immunity, the invincibility, and then I one-shotted her afterwards. And I was like, I kind of like that. That felt good. And it's kind of tanky too, so not too bad. I'll take it. And honestly, I haven't had an issue killing anybody except for one time. All right. So we're rocking 3,600 attack, 900 defense, 10.7k health. 134 speed. The speed's not a big deal because I'm using Aux Lots again. 80% CR push Yufine to the top. 83% crit chance. I'm not too worried about the crit chance. I'm actually running a 99% crit chance if I'm not mistaken, or 95% crit chance, whatever Cdom gives me. So I'm actually running pretty high on crit chance because of Cdom's imprint. All right, critical hit damage 292. And with that, we'll hop over to her exclusive equipment I run. I like to run this one here. It gives her 16% effectiveness, which is putting her at 36% effectiveness, and it does 30% extra damage while using double slash. Double slash is her S1 ability. Most people ask why I don't use the S2 for the silence, and in all honesty, I kind of need the extra 30% damage out of the S1. There's been times where things have been tanky, and honestly, that would have been boom in game right there. So I really do enjoy the double slash one. That's the one I run. That's the one I enjoy the most. All right, and next thing I want to talk about is I like running Draco's plate on her. Increased critical damage by 22.5%, which is actually putting her up to like 315% critical hit damage, and reduced the damage suffered from critical hits by 12%. Honestly, reducing the critical damage suffered by 12% has saved me a couple times where she's been near death. So that's been extremely helpful for this Yufine. But honestly, anything that you can push around 12k health, 4k attack with like Yufine would be really good. I've thought about switching her gear out, but she hasn't potatoed enough on me for it to matter. Her win rate, her damage has just been solid enough for me just to go with it, you know? The fabled C.Dom, Destroyer of Worlds. C.Dom is running Taggles, and the Taggles is for Yufine to help Yufine and C.Dom be able to both do soul burns on this. Yufine does her soul burn on her S3, which increases the damage dealt. Boom. C.Dom does a S1 soul burn to increase the damage dealt. Very, very handy. So running double Taggles and Draco plate is my choice for artifacts on this. All right, so Cdom here is rocking a 3,500 attack. Honestly, if I can get that a little bit higher, I would. I kind of need to try to strive to get a little bit higher, in my opinion. I just haven't had the pieces land in the right places to make this happen. But I would like 4k attack on her to ensure the death of SSB afterwards. The only times I have died on this comp is due to the fact because Cdom wasn't able to finish off SSB. That's the only time I've ever died against these comps, and that just feels bad right there. Popping Charles, I mean, I don't think I've hit anything below 17k on Charles, and I believe some of those Charleses had really, really high defenses that I hit for 17k. I've hit upwards to 35k against Charles with Yufine, so you know it's all about Cdom at this point. Cdom's around 150 speed for a reason. I used to run a really, really slow Cdom for the arena. This has actually kind of affected my arena team a little bit because running a really slow Cdom with attack boots and not speed boots, I was able to pop things like Rules of Light, one hit, no worries whatsoever. Rule was going to die. But since I can't do that, because I need her at 150 speed. Aux Lots does the S2 in the Yufine. Yufine does an S3, which crits. That crit pushes Cdom up by, what is it again? The combat readiness of the caster. That's not it right there. 10% combat readiness per critical hit. All right, so she gets a 10% push on the S1. Then you go in there with your Yufine with an S2, which is going to give you another 20%. You just got a 30% CR push on Cdom. It's not huge, but it's something, okay? Then you go ahead and you pop off this S3. I did go kind of molo crazy on Cdom. I've been, my understanding, the S2 is not necessary. S3 and S1 are your powerhouses, the ones you should worry about that you're going to get the bang for your buck from. This gives me the combat readiness by 20% to all allies, which is pretty freaking huge because you can re-CR push a fast Aux Lots back to turn 1 right after C.Dom if everything works out right. All right, so with that being said, you go into an S3, you increase your critical hit chance. This is the reason why I like having my Aux Lots at 50% crit. Big brain strat right here, guys. So that's why I like to have my Aux Lots at 50% because boom, 100% crit on him. He's going to give her a 10% CR push later on down the line if he happens to have to attack again. All right, so with that being said, you go for the soul burn, you blow him up, all that good stuff. You get that 12.6%, which is putting Yufine at a 95% chance to crit. And other than that, everything looks pretty good on this. The 52% crit chance, you don't have to worry about that because the S3 here gives you 50% crit, which is great. And then you have 295 critical hit damage, doing that big bang damage, man. Honestly, if I could change anything about this team, I would definitely boost this attack up to about 4K, keeping the stats relatively the same to ensure that SSB dies. You always want to go for Charles, okay? Charles has a chance of proccing Elbrus and has a chance of killing Yufine in one hit, guys. There's Charleses out there that exist that can do this to you. So you always want to pop Charles first, and then you want to pop those SSBs. Every time I've went for an SSB, I've gotten through a few SSB fights that way, but you know, I've had some bad days because I tried that. Charles is the one to go for. It doesn't even matter if they run a counter Charles because he's dead. It doesn't matter. Charles is dead. I've taken out counter Charles that were slow as dirt and didn't even have to worry about it and popped them. All right. So with all that being said, that's the team I run. So, you know, hopefully you can enjoy some of these videos here I'm about to show of Yufine's destruction. They're not very long because the fights aren't very long. All right, so this is my team in action. This is actually against, I'm not sure what rank they are right now. They're definitely a top 5 guild right here. This is against, oh boy, 20 IQ. 20 IQ. I almost forgot the name there, guys. This is against 20 IQ. So this is just showing you the power of what this team can do. It's absolutely devastating. This guy actually changed it up a little bit and ran Crow in the front, which didn't really change a whole lot for the scenario, you know? So this is the power of what you can do against these team comps. Having a fully molded Yufine is, I almost feel like is necessary unless you can pull off the proper stats and stuff like that. But this is definitely a good showcase of how powerful this team can be and the devastation it can create. And boom, just like that, a little bit, it's over. All right, so here's another fight, guys, that I'll be taking out. And one thing I want to mention, I've been in the top 20 guilds all this season for season 2 or the preseason of Guild Wars and stuff like that. Not flexing or anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you this comp works in the top meta. So if it's working in the top meta, it should be working below. Is there other strats that work? Most likely. The Cermia strat, like I said, you go in there with Cermia, you skip her greater attack buff, you burn Charles down with an S3, then you turn around, Aux Lots push or do Lots push back all the way up to Cermia, push Cermia all the way back to the front, and then Cermia can do a greater attack buff and take out SSB. It doesn't matter if it's opposite element because of the greater attack buff. I've heard of that comp working. Other comps do work on this. I'm just trying to show off what I use, what a lot of people have been asking me about. All right, this fight right here is against Sanctuary. Sanctuary, top 10, top 11 guild or something like that. And at the time of this recording, I can't actually look at that stuff right now because they don't allow you to see that stuff on Saturdays, which kind of sucks. But This is Yufine going in action again, knocking Charles into the next realm, guys. And then all you got to do is you do the S2 for a reason. S2 is, you see that C.Dom push right there, what just happened? The C.Dom push is absolutely what you're looking for, that little extra 20% CR push to the front. It's all about speed tuning at this point and doing the big damages. And right there, just SSB just had an extremely bad day. Cecilia, man. That's one thing you got to be careful with. There's the fabled counterattack, knocking the shield off. I love when that happens. But yeah, Cecilia can be dangerous on these comps, guys. Can do the damage, can cripple this team if you're not careful. I was running a level 50 Aux Lots for the longest time, and that actually got me killed because I had like 8k damage happen from an Cecilia, and Aux Lots died, and it was like, ooh, that sucks. So yeah, that's just FYI of things that can happen, man. Other than that, that's all I got, guys. That's all I got for this. Hopefully me showing these stats off and showing how the team works and the mechanics on this can help you taking out these teams, man. Like I said, all the teams that you can take out with this comp is pretty nice. Lilias, SSB, Charles, Lilias, SSB, Maid, Cecilia, Charles, and SSB, Crow, SSB, and is it Charles and Charles? Those are all different comps that it does very, very well with, and it absolutely devastates. Those are just a few of them, I guess. I suppose there might be more. I know there's Lilias, Cecilia, and like basically Cecilia, Maid, Lilias, Charles, and SSB in some sort of fashion. You also have like Crow gets mixed in there every now and then too. But yeah, like I'm saying, like those comps just get stomped, and if you're struggling with them, this is the way to do it, man. This will help you. These are the stats I'm running. This is very, very proven strat that I've been using for quite a while now, and it's like it's turned my Guild Wars fights into some of my fights into just basically auto wins, which is nice. But again, it comes down to Molo investment, man. Comes down to Molo investment. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, leave a comment below. What do you think of this meta comp? Again, guys, not trying to, definitely not flexing my units or anything like that. I am trying to show you what works, okay? You may have something that's working for this, so please leave a comment below. What do you use to make this work? What is your meta crushing comp that you're using? That's what this is about. This is about teaching people how to deal with these comps, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you.
Basket. Infinity basket. We got an infinity basket here. Yeah, I can't read that. I can't read that, Alfie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We got Hassan here. We got a Hassan. Alright. We got a Jack here. We got a Jack. Can we get a Melissa? Can we get a Melissa? Rip. Alright. That didn't work.